live yet? Yep, we are live now. Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Phantom Racing League Season 1 finale at Homestead Miami Speedway. How's everybody doing tonight? Everything will be settled right here. We got 4 drivers going for 1 trophy, and it is the championship trophy. And looking forward to that tonight, but I'm not going to be doing it alone. We actually got a little bit of help in the booth with me tonight. Shady Acres is back. Glad to have him
Yes.
back in the booth. What's up?
I'm glad to be back, Timmy. I've had this date tonight circled for weeks, man. I couldn't wait to be here for this championship race. I'm jacked up and excited to be here with you guys. Come on.
Yeah, and the excitement's definitely contagious. Everyone's been looking forward to this race, and also Favre has as well. He actually just hit up Flash and let me know that he wanted to be in the booth for this race at the last second, and he is here. Favre, welcome.
Hey, you know I had to be here. It's showtime. It's showtime.
Showtime it is. I see what you did there.
Appreciate you, Timmy, for letting me come up in here. Yeah, like you said, it was definitely last minute, but always great to be up here with you. Hopefully, we can have a great championship race. Homestead is going to be an awesome championship race. A lot of side by side and 3 wide. So really looking forward to seeing what happens and seeing which one of those final 4 cars can get across that line first.
All right, well, qualifying is wrapped up, and one of our championship 4 drivers, Elvin Priest, got the pole. He qualified at a 31.444. Outside of him is his competitor Parley, also going for the championship. At a 31.48, he will be on the outside. Then Showtime Flash 9 in the 3rd spot. So that's our 3 of our top 4 drivers qualifying on the first 3 spots. And MFF Nomad qualified 4th. That's a good lap for him, starting on row 2. Old Johnny Boy starting in 5th in that number 16 Chevy. And outside of him is 19mm for you in the number 12. Cyogenic back in the number 13 car. He will start off 7th. Last time the league raced at Homestead, he ended up winning, so he'll be one to look out for. And starting 8th is the number 1 of MFF Ed, though. Row 5, inside is the number 37 of Billy Holcomb, making his 2nd start. Actually made a start here previously at Pocono. And I am doing something. Do you mind? And I shoot in the 00, coming over from FTR to run.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he is in the 00 car, starting 10th. And I think that is it so far. I don't see any sign of Black Cross 73. He is one of the 4 championship drivers, and I don't see him in the field. He's had a nearly perfect track record, so this would be shocking if he didn't make this race. All right, well, I'm going to ask both you, Shady and Favre, what you guys think we can expect heading into this race, so you guys can talk it out while I get myself situated in the Discord, so I'll be right back.
I mean, this could
going to happen when you get some wear on these tires. That sucker is going to start breaking loose on you. I'm curious to see how these guys are going to set this car up. Are they going to have it breaking loose? Are they going to have it set up loose? Or are they going to have it nice and snug coming off those corners? Because when that green flag drops, you get some wear and tear on those tires. Correct me if I'm wrong, Favre, but here at Homestead, it is famous. Now, get me wrong, these next-gen cars
All right, gents, we're
are
going
a
green.
little bit different.
Yeah.
They screen just flipped, Timmy. But I will agree with you. I'm actually one of the odd ones that likes to have a loose car and likes to drive a loose car. So, I mean, I think you set it up a little bit snug at the beginning, but I mean, I'm just so used to driving a free car, so you know, I'm not scared to, you know, have it break loose on me at the end. So, you know, I think that's everybody though. Everybody is going to break loose at the end here at the end of the fuel runs on, you know, their tires. So
it's quite unavoidable at Homestead. It's one of those tracks where it's kind of like a Bristol. Dover, those kinds of tracks where you come off that corner. I mean, at the end of that run, when you got no grip left, it's just kind of unavoidable, isn't it?
All right, the green flag is waving. Elvin Priest leading them to green with Parley on his outside, who's already looking to take the lead away on the outside lane through 1 and 2. His car fired off really well. He's got Nomad, that number 8 Realtree Chevrolet, battling for third on Flash. That 8 car's looking really strong.
Yeah, Elvin bumps up to the high line because he sees what Parley and Edtho did there as Edtho moves to the inside looking for the lead.
That is Nomad in the 8 car.
Oh, well, I knew that. Edtho's in the 1.
No worries, both MFF drivers in the field tonight. I actually do have an announcement per race control because Black Cross, one of our Championship 4, unable to make this race, have told me that now 19mm will take his place. He moves up to that 4th spot. So I guess he's going for a championship now.
Man, 19, he deserves to be in this championship 4. He's battled hard all season. I mean, I've watched most of the races, and he definitely deserves to be up there in these top 4.
Yeah, and he put on a really good fight last week. Just got beat by Flash, who ended up getting the win. But he gave it his all last week, and initially came up short, but because Black Cross isn't here tonight, he is the next car in line, so we'll see what he can do tonight as he's trying to get around Flash, who had a bit of a wiggle through the middle lane. He's trying to clear him on the outside for the 4th spot. Now, I want to direct your attention to Parley in this number 42 Chevrolet.
That's who I'm on.
A very different look. Traditionally has ran the blue and white Credit 1 scheme every single race he has entered. And he's feeling a little lucky. He's going with the lucky green Clover car in that 2nd spot. And I gotta say, as a Chastain fan, I love this paint scheme.
Yeah, I agreed. The blue and black just goes so well together. I mean, I kind of did the same thing for the championship in FR last season. You run something that you don't normally run, and maybe that'll give you some good luck. But I do have to say, you know, quick, Parley has really impressed me this season. I didn't know who he was before he, you know, started in Phantom, and to see how fast he has been and consistent he has been, I've definitely had my eyes on him all season.
He has
Very
definitely
well
been.
said. Very well said. I can say the same. When I came into the booth there early in the season and got to the pleasure of being up here, and Parley caught my eye in that 42 car, and he has just gotten better and better and better each race that I have seen him here in Phantom. And here he is out in front of the lead with that 12 car of 9mm right on his tail. But there's the number 38. That's my guy. That 38, that's my pick tonight, gentlemen. The 38 is Flash. Flash is taking his championship tonight, gentlemen. That's my pick.
You already know that's my pick too, buddy. You just beat me to it. But my dark horse, that 12 car, 9mm.
Against these guys with Flash and Elvin, and as Billy's now looking on the bottom side, but
did Parley just?
He's out.
Oh my God!
As he was leading the race in stage 1, He was swinging to the outside. He was battling 19mm, who, as the dark horse, must have brought his lucky horseshoe to get him all the way up to the front of this pack.
Oh, my man.
And on the other hand, Parley, the green clover was not lucky.
I'm not a fan of the paint scheme anymore.
No.
Timmy.
There's no way.
Oh my God, that is
a gut punch. You put all of that work into that setup, putting in all those laps, getting your car dialed in, getting your rhythm down, just to have an engine go down before the 10th lap. That hurts.
My heart breaks for him, man. That's just heartbreaking. Straight up heartbreaking, man. Leading the race in a championship race, you got a shot at the trophy, and at no control, no fault of your own, you end up behind the wall, man. That's absolutely heartbreaking.
Oh, we got another one. That one car's out.
2 already in the garage.
Oh no! This is deja vu.
This is not good. The 2 of my favorite paint schemes. That one car.
I think Homestead's just cursed. I remember. So for those that weren't around, our 2021 stint, we ran a couple races with this league in 2021. We had a race at Homestead where half the field lagged out, and we had to red flag the race. And we had to
contact. A little contact there between the 16 of old Johnny Boy and Billy going into turn 1 here in 4th position. The number 8 of Nomad looking to make it 3 wide.
Yeah,
Thought better of it.
Nomad seems to have slipped back since he lost the lead from Parley. Had a pretty strong car at the start, but it seems like he's trying to work his way back forward as he's dealing with the 16.
So before Parley and Edtho had their issues, I was watching Nomad, and you hit it right on the head where I was noticing he was dropping back a little bit from the.
Oh, Cyogenic's out too. That's 3.
There's 4. They're all backing out. They're all
okay. All right. I was gonna say something about possibly restarting. But,
I was going to as well because this reminds me of the last time we raced Homestead. We had the same thing happen. The exact same thing.
Timmy, that 66 is looking real sexy, I must say.
Shut up. No one has ever said that, by the way. But I appreciate it.
Well, as long as you don't put a third 6 on there, we'll be all right.
Yeah. Don't have to worry about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are under a red flag. As we get situated, we try to get everybody back in this race. This is way too early for this many cars to lag out.
Yeah.
I think it's only fair that we halt the race exactly.
iRacing, you can't put out that game soon enough.
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting. That's going to be real interesting. I saw the announcement today. Was it going to be 2023 and 2023 and 2024? Still going to be Heat 5, and then the expectation of a 2025 the breaking of the iRacing Heat franchise. Is that kind of where it's going to be going with it?
Yeah, so iRacing takes a hold of the license away from Motorsport Games, who ended up selling the license to iRacing, so they now have it, and Motorsport Games gets some of the money that they got for selling it, so that company gets to stay alive for a little while longer as they continue to have a stranglehold on the IndyCar license, which I hope they get rid of that too. But yeah, iRacing will have all the rights to the license, all the exclusivity, everything, and it looks like it'll be out by 2025. They don't say when in 2025, so it could be early.
God, I hope it's for the 500.
It could be late 2025 as long. They got... Take your time, iRacing. Take your time.
Please.
Just get it to work. Get it ready. But I don't want to speak too soon. I've seen the NASCAR gaming scape ever since the EA games were kind of on the downturn. Like, I'm gonna jump back in with Ed, see what's going on here.
Okay, you're good.
So you guys can fill the air while I step out.
Gotten the license and a new game was coming out, they were like, "Oh well, remember what happened last time we got excited for a new game?" But I said, like, this is different. This is iRacing, and they have their name on the line. Motorsport games, who gives it what about motorsport games? But
Yep.
like, iRacing is iRacing. So if they come out with a very get people to go over to PC. My
Hey, did you guys get
expect
invites to the new
yes,
log?
I did.
Okay.
I got one from Billy.
Okay. We're ready.
My expectation is that they are going to maybe not bring back the Pro League, but I think that they might have an E series, like a Coca-Cola series that they have on PC. They might have something over for console as well.
Yeah.
I would almost kind of expect that a little bit. Knowing the iRacing platform and how they have it set up, I think it's going to be a cross mix between that platform and a Heat platform for people who only strictly have consoles. Because remember, there is a large customer base that doesn't have the PC, that doesn't have the money to invest in PC, that can only invest in console gaming. So they have to come up with a console game that'll fit everybody, that'll fit PC and also strictly console gamers.
Yep.
So I
Right on
really
the money.
think that they're gonna to mesh everything together.
Tammy?
Yeah, no, I basically what you guys said. I don't think they've started yet. I've given these guys. We're ready.
They have not.
Okay. But
Because remember, when it all comes down to the almighty green American dollar, right?
Yep.
It's all about the money. It's all about the dollar. Where are they going to get the money? Where are they going to get the dollar? You get the money in the dollar. You get the console gaming, and then just like you saw with Heat, years ago with the paint schemes, the DSLs, all the new paint schemes and selling, the paint schemes and everything like that. That's where the money can come in, to where that they're going to have the money for PC plus the money and the income that the revenue that they're going to generate through just the PC or through the console gamers in itself. You combine all that, throw some paint schemes in there, some DSLs. It's all about the almighty dollar, right?
Yep. So I have one? All right, clock's counting down. But I have one. Do you think Parley's going to keep the Clover car?
Yeah. Him good luck, I promise you that. I think that's my opinion.
Screen's flipped.
I just got I guess an update from Parley in the chat. He said he forgot his racing helmet.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
So he has went back, grabbed it, now he's ready to go. Hopefully he didn't forget anything else.
Well, if he did, then he's going to be going without it. He's going to go Conan with it.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, take two. And I'm not talking about the company that owns Rockstar Games. The 2K franchise. Alright, so we got Elvin. I wonder if we're going to get everyone lined back up here.
Yeah, they're not in order.
Yeah, if I
Run that
forgot
pace
who
up.
was leading. I think it was the 12.
Alvin.
It was Elvin.
Oh, you think that they're gonna?
I don't know.
I think they're probably just gonna go get their. Yeah, they're gonna get their starting positions back.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
so because it was Elvin on pole, then Parley, then Flash,
Flash.
then Nomad, and old Johnny Boy in that number 16 colleague Chevrolet. Outside of him is the number 12 of 19mm.
So we got a little bit of a sneak preview before we go green here of what each of those cars can do. So watch out for that 8 car to try and get out front early on here. But you're going to see the 12 and the 38, I believe, pull away on the long run. But just my thoughts.
From the early view that we saw, the early taste that we have, I couldn't agree more. That 12 car and that 38 car are definitely very, very strong. But I'm telling you right now, gentlemen, mark my words, that number 37, he's got a rocket underneath that car. I'm telling you, it comes straight out of the Hoka Motorsports garage. I'm telling you, he's got plenty experience here. He loves this track. This is one of his favorite tracks. Watch Billy in that 37. He's going to be there at the end. Mark my words in stone.
So we are back racing here at Homestead Miami Speedway. Elvin leading loose off of 4. Leading and loose, that 51 Chevrolet. But not for long, because here comes that 42 who decided to keep the Lucky Clover on his car and going back to the front with the 8 car in tow. That 8 car firing off on the restart yet again. And everyone else well aware of that, and everyone else taking note of that 12 car, who's once again marching his way up through the pack, back up to 3rd already, is that 12 car.
With that 38 behind him and Flash, that 38 is going to be right on the tail of that 12 car. Watch, he's going to go right by Elvin on the outside. He's going to bring the number 1 Avento with him as they're going to go, that 12 car and that 38 car, they're hooked up.
So
just like you said, Favre.
I know this is the championship race, and they're all trying to be. Ooh, they might be hooked.
Oh!
And they're all trying to do the best that they can, do. But, you're looking at 2 Chevys and 2 Fords. So do you think manufacturers link up at the beginning part of this race to see if they can work well together, to see if they can, pull away from the other 2, if just to try some things out, or are they just all battling? Just whoever.
Well, if it wasn't a Chevy and a Ford and a Chevy and a Ford, I would agree with you. But you got Chevy, Ford, so I would say no.
I say your friends are where you find them.
Yes, sir.
And 19 has found Parley, but he's gonna leave him here astray. But that 8 and the 51, they're linking together on the outside.
I love seeing the aggressiveness on that 12 car, 19 Favre. I haven't seen that in a while in that 12 car. It's very aggressive. I love it. I
knew he had it in him. So it's good to see him actually, bring it to the track, and for a race that means something.
And look who's bringing him in tow. There's that 38 right there on his bumper. Now, of course, the 12 car moves up, blocks that 42 on the outside, going to open the door for the 38. But knowing that 38, he knows that 12 car comes right back down in the corner just like he did. And he's got Johnny Boy in that 16. And Johnny Boy, he carries some speed too. He might have something to say before this is said and done.
It's a closely tight-knit pack, but Parley,
3 wide.
He's going to get put in the middle by Elvin. He wants to get back to the front, but he's got Flash to deal with. That's another guy going for the championship. And 19, who is now in the Final 4 fight. If I had known that this would have happened, I wouldn't have put out that promo about an hour ago. On the YouTube Shorts tab, which, by the way, you should check that out. I put that together at the very last second. Took me almost an hour to put together. I was given all 4 of our championship drivers, and that included Blackcross, who, even with our red flags, still not here tonight.
Flash 9 pulls up in front of Elvin.
I was just watching that, and I've also kind of noticed now he's finally moved up, but the 38 was running that bottom far. Can you actually get around here and actually have a good race and have a shot to win running that bottom line?
Watch me in a couple weeks. I'll show you.
All right.
Yes,
Noted.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Noted.
Absolutely. That inside line can be super fast. If your car's set up for it, absolutely.
And when you come up to the booth for that interview that night, I'm going to ask you that question.
Looks like we kind of single filed out here a little bit, boys. Sitting here riding a little bit.
I tell you what, 1-9 came to play. He has been, ever since he took the lead of this race, no one's been able to touch him. Parley was getting close, but his car started a crab walk through 1 and 2. Kind of clawed up the track, almost got into the wall. He seems to have it in control now, but now you got the 38 car of Showtime Flash in third. Let's see what he's going to be able to do here. He's just going to analyze where these two are running, just kind of take a mental note, not try to force the issue. It's still early in the race. We should have a pit stop in a few laps time, so
I'd say about 8 to 11 laps is the pit window. Do we know if there's any fuel strategy or there's no fuel restrictions, right?
No.
Or okay.
yeah, not in this league, no.
And kind of following with this 51 gentleman here in the fourth spot, and Elvin kind of looks like he's running a little bit tight coming off the corners. He keeps on pushing up there towards that wall. He's not getting the speed I don't think he wants to get. It looks almost like he's actually a little bit tight coming off of the corner there in turn 3 and 4.
I want to give a shout out to the number 1 of MFF Ed, though, has found his way up into the top 5 tonight. Good run for this number 1 Chevrolet, who got around the outside of the 16 of Johnny Boy.
We got a battle for the lead.
For the
Yes,
lead.
sir.
Parley going right back at it on the inside
Without
of the
any
12.
No help on the bottom.
No, the Fords are going to stay linked up on the outside.
Elvin's going to stick up there with him. Elvin sees what's in front of him. He sees 2 FRR Fords right in front of him. If I'm Elvin, I'm making the same decision. I'm sticking right with that 12 and that 38 and staying right on that high side. Very impressed with 1-9 tonight. Very impressed. I love the excitement. Love the aggressiveness. Love seeing that 12 car out front in the lead tonight, guys.
16 and 1, slicing and dicing mid-pack. Johnny's going to get back around the 1 car for the top 5 spot. And Flash clawing up the racetrack, running that outside lane. I don't think he wanted to go up there. His car looked like it kind of pushed up. But it worked out for him. Everyone just kind of merged back up where he was, since everyone's already kind of running that outside lane. Parley continuing to be left out, but he gasses it up. Got really close to the 38 of Flash. Now Elvin is going to link up with the 42 to the inside of 3.
Flash looked like he got a little bit loose coming out of
Yep.
it. The car wiggled just a little bit. He got out of the
Yep.
throttle. Lost that momentum.
That's something to look out for. Corner exits at this track. It's easy for these cars to step out.
You can see just that little bit of wiggle. He got out of the throttle and he lost 2 positions for it.
Now, I was gonna say before before Flash did get loose, Parley was the only one down in the bottom line right there, and he wasn't gaining any ground, but he also wasn't losing anything against 3 other cars. So it looks like he's got his car set up to where it can run both lines, or all the lines, and that's something that is a huge advantage here at Homestead.
Well, I remember last summer with Valor and watching Flash battle in that championship round with Bro Chase, Clashin, and JWoww. Flash had a very good car that night. Very, very good car. So I almost anticipated him having such a really good run. That's why I put him as a pick tonight, just because watching him that race last summer here at Homestead in that championship race and seeing how well he did that race, made him my pick tonight, because I know he's got a car in that 38. I know he knows how to get around this track. I've seen it.
Oh, he could fall back to last place, and he's still my pick.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you know what time it is?
It's showtime, baby. Ha
So yeah, the top 4 in the championship running 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cream always rises
1-9
to the
has
top, Timmy.
opened up the outside for all these cars. He's gonna merge right back up and protect it. But yeah, Johnny Boy, not afraid to mix things up. He seems to be the only non-championship driver in this pack. He's kind of riding along with them. It's been an impressive run for this 16 Chevy, running in the top 5.
So yeah, he's a good friend of mine, a good buddy of mine. And
Harley
I've
to the
raced with him
outside
a
of the
lot.
12. I wonder if the 12 might
9
be
mil to
coming
pit
in.
road?
Yes, he
Yes,
is.
sir.
And the 12 is on pit road.
Is that a little bit of strategy, you think, there,
He's
Favre,
bringing in a
on
couple
short
of
pit?
takers.
Yes, sir.
And on the short stop, the 2 MFF drivers of Nomad and Ed. The 00 of I Shoot also on pit road.
You know how many laps do we get per tank, Timmy?
Uh,
Because we are at 20 to go right now, coming to
I think
19.
20. So it looks like it's going to be close. Oh, the 16's around! As he was coming onto pit road, it looked like he might have got the apron.
Parley's on pit road. 19mm just exiting pit road along with Edtho and Nomad.
Oh, we got a side-by-side battle between the 51 and the 38. As they're reaching the end of the fuel window, these guys are going to go side-by-side up at the front. And no one else to worry about in their mirrors.
Flash taking the lead.
Pulls ahead. He's able to get that momentum coming on the inside.
37 of Billy Holcomb just coming onto pit road now. So I believe Flash has to come right here.
42's on the access road now.
He's going to be right. And I've seen this time and time again with you guys in FRR for battling back and forth all season. That Flash will run that thing dry to the tank, just like you. You will run that thing dry. I know you do. You run that so that you have nothing but fumes in that thing.
I think
Yes, sir.
Elvin was taking notes, because if anyone has been watching throughout the season, Showtime Flash has been constantly putting on master classes on strategy amongst the rest of the field, and I think Elvin decided his plan was to come in when the 38 came in, and you see those two are on pit road at the same time. Now the 42 is on pit road again. Oh, don't tell me.
No.
Not again.
He's not moving at all, gentlemen.
Yeah, he's not moving. Oh, no.
Oh, man.
So the 13 is Cyogenics now on pit road.
Yeah, he just came down pit road to make his green flag.
Now, yeah, they get 21 or 20 laps coming out of the pits, so everyone should be able to make it here. But oh man, the 42 of Parley.
Man,
Yeah.
that's hard. Another hard. Man. Well, coming out of the pits, Flash has just come out of the pits. He's coming around 3 and 4. 1-9 has got, should be at the point.
Yeah, he
That's
is
about a
in the
half
lead by a mile.
About a half a straightaway over Flash in that 38. Elvin and Nomad, they're battling for third. They're side by side going into 1 and 2. They're side by side 2 abreast.
Now,
Elvin makes the pass there.
anyone remember what lap the 12 car came in? Because he was the first one to pit.
3 laps before Showtime Flash came in.
Okay.
So 9mm is going to have to probably save here a lap, I'm guessing.
Well, with a half a straightaway, he can be able to do it, I would think.
Yep. See, this is the perfect. See, Flash and I have the same thought process on when to pit and what to do. Because this is like, I don't even. If I'm Flash and Alvin right now, I'm not even concerned about getting to 9mm because you know he has to be light on that throttle, try and save as much as he can. Plus, you got 2 or 3 lap fresher tires, so you're going to eventually get him.
Plus, also, this is the championship race, so points are pretty much out the window. It's the best finisher wins the championship. Am I right?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
So points are out the window. So stage points are out the window. All that is out the window. It doesn't matter where you finish in the stages. What matters is where you finish when that checker flag waves. So, I mean, if you're, just like you said, Favre, if you're Flash and Elvin, you can push it, sure. They're already catching them with just the drafting itself. But you don't have to risk it. You don't have to throw as much of a risk out there.
And Ed fell up into the wall off of 4. Looks like he just got tight. Lost 2 positions.
To Billy Holcomb and I shoot, the 2 FTR drivers are going to scoot on by the number 1 car.
Now Billy, I know Billy's strategy, and this is classic Billy, where he kind of just lays back, learns the guys that are in front of him the first 2 stages. Watch, Mark, I've told you, put it in stone. Stage 3, that 37 is going to be there.
As the 38 of Showtime Flash 9 catches 9mm, looks to the inside, as well as Alvin right behind him, and Flash is cleared.
I'm wondering if that's the 12 car having to save that lap or 2 of fuel, knowing that, hey, this is only stage 1. He's in 3rd spot. Get to the end of the stage, restart 3rd. You'll be on the bottom row, right behind probably the 38 of Flash. He'll be sitting in a catbird seat in that 12 car. He knows he's got a rocket ship.
Quickly, Timmy, did Cyogenic get a penalty on pit road?
I do not know. I do know when he pitted, he seemed to have already been pretty far behind, so I wouldn't be able to tell.
Okay.
And Parley in the chat, wishing his competitors best of luck, along with a sad face emoji. That sucks, man. I'm gutted.
Like I said, man, it just heartbreaks for that guy, man. In a
Like,
championship race, a shot at the trophy, and at no control whatsoever, you find yourself behind the wall and as a spectator and a fan, and that's just heartbreaking. That sucks.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to see what Parley can do tonight. He's been getting closer and closer to finally getting that first win, and what a way it would have been to get it at the night of the championship, and seems like engine will strike again for him. And I hated to see that, because I've gotten to know Parley. Seems like a really cool dude. I've even gotten to race with him in his league over on Fridays, the American Championship Series. I think it's what it's called, which is tomorrow night. I'm hoping to make that one, so I hope he'll be there too, so we can put on a show over there. But man, that's unfortunate. But yeah, now we got these 3, and then there were 3. And here they are up at the front. Flash,
right,
Elvin,
guys,
and 1-9.
I'm kind of dependent on you guys on the lap count a little bit. I'm waiting on a pair of new glasses. I broke my glasses, and I've ordered a new pair of glasses this week. But I've got contacts in, so I can see the screen and far away, but I cannot see close up. So I have my phone and I have the stream going, but everything is just a blur up close. So
all right, I got you.
I'm leaning on you guys as far as the lap count as far as that's concerned.
We're at 7 to go.
All right.
As Nomad gets loose off of turn 2, right behind Billy, but he gathers it up, doesn't lose pretty much any time.
Seems like looks like the battle for 4th. I think Johnny's got the 4th spot.
Yeah, Johnny's in 4th, Billy in 5th, and Nomad in 6th.
We got a battle for 7th between Ed and I Shoot. I Shoot in the 00 car, making his 2nd start in Phantom. He made his debut at Michigan a couple weeks ago. Actually led some laps in that race.
So Timmy, if you're one of these top 3 drivers, let's just say Elvin and 19mm, are you, since stage points don't matter, are you going to try and, even if you do lose a spot, are you going to try and see if you can get past them and see ways that you can try and work your way different lines to see if you can gain an advantage on Flash, just so you know that later in the race?
Yeah.
Or are you just sitting there and riding?
But I don't want to give them any ideas either. So it's kind of a tough balancing act. It also
Well, let me
depends
ask.
on. Go ahead.
Let me ask the champion himself. What are you What are you doing if you're sitting in second, third place, Favre? Let me ask the champ. What are you doing if you're in second or third behind that 38 right now?
Well, you don't let them know what you have prior to race day. And then once the race comes around and you know you got a better car, then you just do whatever you want and just try some things out because it's too late. They can't go back and make their car better. So if you know you got a better car, yeah, you do whatever moves you want to make, and see what you can do for later in the race. 100%. I'd be back there trying to make all the moves in the world.
Now, do you think the 12 car may have showed his hand a little bit too soon as far as what he actually in fact had, maybe?
I don't know. I don't think so.
3 to go.
Here comes the 51, looking underneath the flash now, going to 3, guys.
He heard me.
Yeah, he did.
We decided now's my
you
cue.
know-
Slide job
you
up
know-
into 4.
Oh!
Things getting really close, really, Harry. Right in front of the 12.
But
he
knowing
gathers it up.
Flash, man, he is calm, cool, and collected as a cucumber behind that 38 car. He isn't even breaking a sweat.
Flash got
I
loose
guarantee
there.
he's
Now
not even
1-9's
breaking
going to
a
go
sweat.
for second.
He's gonna look. Flash isn't even gonna give him a challenge. And I think that's a perfect move. Personally, I would love to start in that third spot, bottom row, behind the leader, on stage 2. I think that's just a catbird seat to be.
White flag, boys. White flag stage 1.
While that was going on, Billy Holcomb has marched his way up into 4th. Gotten himself ahead of the 16 of Johnny. Flash, who was leading most of this stint, got passed by Elvin, and 19mm followed along.
Looking to the inside off
He's going to go to the inside. Going to try to take the lead at the end of the stage break.
Yeah,
Didn't have enough of a run to do it. Elvin's going to hang on.
Parley,
There's
bro.
Parley.
There he is.
My heart hurts for you, dude.
And my heart breaks for you, my man.
I appreciate you hopping up here, buddy, for sure. I will say, you did have a really good looking car.
Oh man.
I gotta ask though, at what point during the week did you get the idea to run the Clover scheme? Because all year you've been running the blue and black Credit One car.
Well, I tell you what, Parley, man, I watching you all season, and you have just it's been a pleasure watching you. Been a big fan of yours. Watching each race, you getting better and better and better and faster and faster and faster. You've had a heck of a season, and I've had a blast watching you all season, and I can't wait to season 2 to watch you some more, my friend.
That's interesting. The 13 car of
I was just
Cyogenic
about to say it.
stayed out, and now he's the leader to this race at the start of
He's
stage
pulling
2.
away.
They're getting all squirrely at the back of the pack. Meanwhile, this 13's starting to pull away.
Only for a second, because here comes that 51 and that 12
And
that
the
38.
12.
They're bearing down.
We're gonna go 3 wide for the lead in stage 2. Elvin takes it. He's gonna take it down low. There's the 38. 12's following along. And the 37 of Billy. As Cyogenic tries to hang on.
Nomad looking to the inside of Billy and Cyogenic.
And I shoot making it 3 wide, splitting the difference.
on pit road because he stayed out during the stage break. He was on old tires.
But I had said this right away. Look at the 8 car make his way back up to the front. He's got an awesome short run car.
He clipped the apron through the middle. He had to stay low for the 0-0 of Ice Shoot, who had a good restart as well. He's up into the top 5, going for 4th on Elvin. And Billy Holcomb's up into 3rd.
Elvin's trapped there on the bottom. That's not where he wants to be. He's going to slide up now in front of Nomad, where he wants to be, back up into the groove.
He is for me. So, can I ask your opinion, Parley? What did you see out of your competitors tonight? Your championship 4 competitors, and what do you think's going to happen throughout this run? Yeah, 100%. We were talking about this earlier on in the race that the 12 car, I raced against 1-9.
Ooh!
Aishu got wicked loose off of 2, kept it off of Elvin, but he got into the wall. He's all right.
And 19 millimeter is not an aggressive driver, but it's good to see that he's trying to be tonight. He deserves to be up there, and it's awesome to see that he's got a contending car for sure.
Well, when you're in the mix, when your name is in that hat to earn that trophy, I love when you can smell it and you can almost taste it. You got to go for it, and I love watching 9mm in that position, man. I love seeing this in that 12 car, seeing him aggressive and seeing him go for that trophy, baby.
Looks like Edtho may have gotten loose off of turn 2 and spun it. He is just in the middle of 3 and 4 right now.
Looks like Elvin's got back up to the bumper of the 37. He was getting held up. Him and the 0-0 were going at it for a little while, and that's when him and iShoot got together when he got loose. But and that's the 2nd trip to pit road. He's already behind. So I wonder what that 13 is brewing. As Elvin tried to make a move on the 37 of Billy. Had nothing for him that time.
And Billy stayed
now,
right
what do
in
you
that
do
groove, right?
if you got Billy Holcomb in 3rd? He is the highest running non-championship driver. If you're in this position, what do you do? What's your approach if you're Billy? You don't want to ruin any of these guys' races, but at the same time, you want to show what you can do as well. You want to try to get yourself a good result.
Are you guys seeing this 13 car?
Well, to answer your question, Timmy, if I'm in the race, I'm in the race to win. I'm not in a race to just get a position or to earn respect or to earn stripes. I'm racing to win. So if I'm the 37, I might not be in a championship mix. I'm not going to win the championship, but I'm here to win.
He finds himself right in the middle, stirring the pot. As these top 4 have separated themselves from the rest of the pack. iShoot running in the 5th spot. So Johnny Boy 6th, Nomad in 7th, and Cyogenic still on pit road.
And I'll be honest with you, Favre, that's one of the things that I absolutely admire watching you drive over the past couple of seasons and watching you, especially this season FRR, just the tenacity, just you're here to win and nothing else. And that's what I love watching, and that's what I'm a big fan of.
Yeah, I appreciate that, buddy.
I love it. That's the competition in me. That's what I love. I love seeing. I don't. You know, of course, you always have your races where you don't have your car set up. You miss a setup, whatever. You're giving a bucket of bolts, and you gotta deal with what you got. But when you come to the racetrack, correct me if I'm wrong. You don't come to the racetrack to finish second. You come to the
No,
racetrack to win.
I don't think anybody ever does though.
Right.
So it's
Regardless if
about
it's a championship race or not,
right.
you're here to win.
That 12 car is searching.
Yes, I was just about to say it. But a little over halfway through this fuel run, the top four have pulled away. It looks like they're kind of just riding at the moment, but like you said, Timmy, that 12 he's peeking his like look at him. He's trying to see what would get him a better entry or exit and for later on in this run. Yep. Really? I don't know if I agree with you. I was sitting there watching you. You were when the 12 was out front and the 38 was behind him. You were the only one down in the bottom. And I mean, you weren't really gaining anything on the 12, but you also weren't losing anything. So, I mean, you can make that bottom line work. If you got your car set up for it, which I think you did, you can make some ground.
Oh, the 37 out of shape off of 4.
Those are some worn tires and getting loose. We talked about it in the pre-race.
He opens the door
Coming
for
off of
Elvin. He's
2
going
and
to let
4.
him get in line as he takes over the 3rd spot. Now the championship drivers are 1, 2, 3 once again. And before that happened, the 38 looked like he got tight off exit. And the 12 looked like there wasn't really a whole lot of room for him to go, so he had no choice but to just kind of stay there.
Coming to 21 to go, crossing the line here, boys. What are you looking at doing? You thinking about short pitting or running it out? Looking like they only have about 4 or 5 laps left of gas. Are you trying to run this out or short pit?
I try to run it out, if possible. Seeing how that worked for the 38 and the 51 the last stage, they had a huge gain over the 12. And even though the 12, once he got behind them, he was able to stick together. I don't know, I'd want those fresh tires at the end.
If I can short pit 1 lap before the rest and still make it on fuel, that's when I'm pitting.
So we are in our fuel window right now, guys.
Yes, he does.
Pushing hard on Flash's bumper down the back straight. Yeah.
Does almost make contact with the wall that time. You're right.
Yeah, I noticed that a couple laps ago. And he got really close to it.
Very interesting. I was riding on top of the hood of the 12 car, coming off of turn 2. That 12 car could have made a move right underneath him. He had the momentum, and he had plenty of momentum coming off of that corner down the straight. He could have easily made that pass on the 38, and he chose to give him a bump and stay in the draft.
So Johnny and I Shoot came onto pit road earlier. The 8 car Nomad makes his entrance now. So I think we're getting close to the end of the fuel window. Pit stop should be underway soon. If not this lap, likely the next one.
1 Corvette though entering pit road.
I think I saw the leader move down. So he might be signaling, he might be coming in now.
All
As a
4.
matter of fact, all of the leaders are coming in. 51 of Elvin leapfrogs ahead of the 12 on pit entry. Now we'll see if that stands. I wonder if he might have got too hot coming in. Yeah, the 13 car's been on pit road for a long time.
And I believe the 00 is out now too.
No way.
He hasn't moved for me
He
in
probably is, because he came on
a
the pit
couple
road
minutes.
quite a while ago.
He is out. He is behind the wall.
Another one bites the dust. Oh, shoot.
He's a good buddy of mine. I met him, brought him over from the defunct Hammer Down, and now GHRS. And good friend of mine, when I came back to FTR to race the Billies League, I brought iShoot with me, and I'm glad I did, because he's a good guy, good racer, a lot of respect on the track, and I'm absolutely stoked and excited that he's going to be here in Phantom. I love seeing it.
As Tibby, you were talking about seeing if it would stand if the 51 did,
It did.
beat 12 off of pit road, and it did.
But another thing I noticed, look at how far ahead the 38 has gotten.
Bye-bye.
What a stop for Flash. It is showtime tonight.
Took the
Here at
words out of my
Homestead.
mouth.
So top three are
Showtime
about the
shows up
same,
in the
with the
Showtime
second and
lights.
third place cars have switched hands. Billy Holcomb's still keeping in touch in that 37 Chevy. And Johnny Boy rounding out the top 5 in that number 16 car.
Now, if you're the 51, the 12, and the 37, you taking note of this for stage 3 as far as that pit stop that 38 just completed?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Doing whatever you can to get in front of that 38 so he is not able to full send it into pit road. He's got to check up for you.
And that's why I said my strategy would have to be, because I know that 38's got a rocket, and it's going to take some kind of strategy to beat him. So if I can time it correctly, and I hit the nail on the head, and I can pit one lap before that 38, I might have a shot. And that's what I'll be thinking if I'm the 51 and the 12.
Well, I don't even know if it's that, but like for me personally, racing against Flash 9, it's just these little itty bitty things that you can do to try and help yourself out. And I mean, against all of these top 4, you know, Billy looks like he's losing some ground a little bit to second and third, but Elvin, Flash, and 9mm, I mean, it's just the smallest little details that you can do during a race that can help you out and get you out front. And then they have to be the one to pass you, not vice versa.
Okay, now you just opened a door for me here. A 3-time FRR champion. The small things. This is something I'm trying to learn from and picking the brain of a champion here. The small things. What do you expand on that? What do you mean the small things that help you win the race? What do you mean by that?
Well, like I was just saying, like if I'm Elvin or 9mm, seeing how he just entered pit road, okay, so then I would be telling myself I need to try and get exactly what I said earlier, just trying to get ahead of him so he is not able to do whatever he wants and get on the brakes whenever he wants. He's got to make sure he doesn't hit you going into pit road. So maybe he has to check up a little bit. But just losing that little bit of extra time being behind you going into pits is going to cost him, you know, 1/10 or 2/10, and that right there could make or break your race, win or lose you the race. So it's just little itty bitty things like that put you on top, you know. So I'm curious to see what Elvin and 9mm do here. What do you think, Timmy?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious as well. I mean, right now, I'm just do what they're doing right now. Just kind of stay linked together, try to see if you can gain any sort of time. And I was gonna ask, I don't really have an interval count, but does it look like these two are gaining on the 38 by chance?
No.
Or yeah,
No.
I didn't think so either.
Maybe 1/10 or 2.
As well, they have enough time to do anything once they get there.
But I tell you what, that 38 is running such a perfect line. I'd say that's stretching if it's even 1/10 or 2, even in a draft. That 38's just running a perfect line right on that black stripe, right in the middle, all the way around. I don't see him gaining. If anything, I actually see him kind of expanding by the end of the time they get to the end of the straight.
The
Coming to 8 to
51
go
and the
here, Timmy.
12. They're gonna have 8 more laps to try to do something. That last lap, they looked like they were all over the place on entry. He passed him on the pit road. Yeah, he passed him on pit entry and came out ahead.
Well, this is also something to put into the back of your mind if you're Elvin and 9mm. Seeing that he got out ahead, thinking, okay, well, we got 2 cars to his 1, we'll be able to catch him. And not being able to catch him. So now it's coming to, game time. I mean, we're coming up to the final stage here. So you've got to really think about what you want to do and where you want to put your car and what positions you want to put yourself in. I mean, this is a season. You gotta be super aggressive. I think we're going to see some really aggressive racing, because if the 38 car gets out in front in stage 3 like this, I don't think there's any. Yeah, it's game over.
Game over. That 38, that's just like you said, man. He is way too strong. If he breaks out like this in stage 3, you can sign, seal, deliver that trophy right to that 38 and Showtime flash, and shows up in the Showtime lights, because that thing is flying.
Agreed.
He is straight pulling away by the time he gets to the end of the straight, gentlemen. Right, and then they close up just a little bit in the center of the curve. That's it, right in the center of the turn at the rotation. They kind of close up in a little bit, but Flash gets such momentum coming off of that corner down the straight, almost pulls that lead back and stretches it out, almost like kind of an accordion.
Coming, yeah, 4 to go, boys.
We've seen some crazy things, so like you said, I mean, it's game time. So you're throwing everything and the kitchen sink, and in this stage, in this pit stop, maybe make an adjustment or two and see if you can have some for the 38 car. Maybe get them back in traffic and maybe make some contact with the wall, or maybe another car or something like that gets a little damage, and use that to your advantage. And maybe that can be the difference of the race. Who knows?
I am perplexed by this 13 car.
I know. That's what I was saying. That's exactly what I was saying earlier, Timmy, is that, like, he was driving around pit road, going backwards. He's still moving in pit road, so it's like he's there.
He's got to be there, right? There's no way he's out of this race.
He's looking like on my screen.
I got to give a shout out to that Geico crew, the Germain Racing number 13 team. They are working hard,
really
getting that car
fixed.
They want to get some points at the end of this race, because these guys, even they're not going for a championship, they're still getting points at the end of this. So they're going to try to send him back out there if they can, but so
Flash
far,
is pulling back away.
Yeah.
No quit. No quit. No matter what, no quit.
So while all that's going on, we'll cycle through the rest of the field and give some shout outs.
White flag.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You're good.
Billy Holcomb holding serve in 4th place, having himself a good run. I mentioned at the start of the show, he actually made a start with us earlier in the year at Pocono, and we actually had a full field for that race. So it was nice to see him out there, nice to see him back in this race. He gets a little low there, but not to worry. In this stage is now in the books. And Showtime Flash 9 letting everyone else know that it's about to be showtime.
He's put this field on notice with that run.
Now, Parley, you still here? I gotta ask, are you gonna be on tomorrow? All right. Yeah, I've been good. I missed the last two, and I'm really hoping I can make this next one because we're racing Pocono tomorrow, right? I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, and that's what I love about it. Yeah, I tell you that
Alright, here we
that
go,
Roval
guys.
race we had was a lot of fun. Not for any particular reason, but like besides the obvious reason, it was a lot of fun regardless. And we're back racing here for stage 3. Flash is still the leader. Elvin's second, 19mm in third.
38 got a great jump, guys. Great jump on a 38 right there.
Oh, Billy into Johnny! Got loose off a 2. And the 16 car was there. Gave him a little bit of a hip check, but these two straightened it out. And we're still good.
No harm, no foul.
Elvin looking to the inside of Flash 9 for the lead off of 4.
4, the lead here in Miami.
Ooh.
He's got the entry though. Can his car hold the bottom?
It's going to.
Oh, that is a good center.
Make it.
And he's got it. Elvin
He
to
got
the
him
lead.
cleared.
Well, he's lucky that spot opened up from the 8 car. Ed gets loose at the back. He's hanging on to it. But Elvin Priest, this 51 Chevrolet, still itching for his first win of the season. What a night it would be if he can get it when it matters most. He is out front here in Miami ahead of the 38 of Flash, the 37 of Billy Holcomb in third ahead of 19mm in the 12.
Wait a minute. Elvin hasn't won this season?
Not once.
Nope.
Well,
He's been a bridesmaid many a times, but never the bride, my friend.
Elvin, we're going to have a talk here.
Well, I think that goes to show just how competitive this league is.
Yes, sir.
When a fast guy like Elvin,
There goes
Ed
one.
is out of control off of turn number 2, gets it straightened out. Another close call, but we got a battle for the lead again. Flash back to the inside, pulling the same move that Elvin pulled on him, but he's going to bring Billy with him. Now Holcomb's up into second.
It looked like Elvin just overshot the entry right there.
I missed it because I was looking at the 1 car getting sideways as that happened. Now what does this 37 have for the 38? That 37 of Billy came to play tonight. 1-9 running a little bit of a lower line through 3 and 4.
This is what I wanted to see right here.
There
the
it is.
37 and 38 goes side by side into turn 1, guys. Here we go.
Here comes Billy to the
Got him
inside.
cleared.
Put Billy to the point.
Billy Holcomb leading here in Phantom at Homestead, Miami. Gonna put everyone here on notice.
I guarantee you, if you were to check the brow of that 38 car in Flash, there's not one drop of one bead of sweat. He is calm, cool as a cucumber right in that 38. He knows what's going on. He knows what he's got. He's going to be setting this thing up. Watch.
Now, this is not out of the ordinary for those that have been following along with the Phantom playoffs since race number 1. The playoff races have pretty much been dominated by non-playoff drivers, like Cyogenic, who had won, I think, 4 of the last 9 races, or something like that. Jojo Siwa later, one of our newer entries in the series. He's not here tonight, but he got a win at Watkins Glen. The Ghost came so close to getting a win at Iowa. And now, Billy Holcomb want to put himself in the spoiler party. He wants to add himself to that list of drivers. Spoiling the fun for the championship
Oh, he
I'll try
definitely
and
knows.
figure it out here. Uh, okay,
These
so we
It's
got
going to come
44
down
to
to that
go.
last stop. It's going to
Yes,
come down
sir.
to the very last stop is what it's going to come down to. If we stay caution free, which we've been all race long, and pretty much anticipate, we're going to be caution free, I anticipate. It's going to come down to the last stop, gentlemen. Just like last season at Valor, the key to that race and all four guys in that final four, that they banked that entire race, that championship on that very last stop here at Homestead, and I don't see it being any different here tonight here at Phantom.
Now these last couple of stages, we saw the top 4 cars kind of break away, and we still got quite a ways to go before the pit stop. But so far, it seems like maybe that 8 car's gotten to work on his race car. Now he's able to keep up with this top 4. Oh, I might have spoke too soon. He's still got a hold of the draft as he hits the wall. Hang on to it, Nomad. And they won't be able to see him coming, that camouflage car. He's got that sneaky advantage, getting ready for the stealth attack.
Well,
Billy's getting really tight off of 4.
that might be even a little bit more camouflage, but I'm not counting that 16 out on old Johnny boy. I'm not counting him
Johnny
out
might
either.
actually be
He's
running
still
these guys down. He was a little bit further back.
He's still he's sniffing that draft. He's right there on the tail end of that draft, right off of Nomad. So he's right there, right where he wants to be, I think.
Yeah, if Johnny can catch this 8 car, and he's right where he wants to be. Yeah, he's looking
We're
around.
getting to that part of the run where that 38 is real quick.
Yeah, I'm riding on the hood of the 38 now as he's right behind Billy, and you can tell he's just riding right now. If he wanted to take that 37, he would make a move. He could get that momentum coming off of the corner. But it looks to me that he's just being patient, and he's just being casual and just logging some laps here in stage 3, trying to get to these green flag pit stops, guys. He could if he wanted to, he could get that momentum and take him down the straight. But he's just riding right now.
Want to give a shout out to everyone that's tuned into this race tonight. Shout out to everyone in the chat, including Rick, asking how many cars we have left. We're down to 7. This is a race of attrition. It's all about survival tonight, and we saw just about everything that's been thrown at our drivers. We've had a couple of drop out.
That 8 car's getting wicked loose coming off the corners.
Battle for 5th brewing up. That 8 car is out of control.
He's holding on for dear life. Is that how loose you like it, Favre? That loose, breaking loose like that, holding on dear life, or just a little bit snugger than that?
Give it to me. Come on.
I don't know how you do it.
I should send you the video. I should send you the video of me driving Watkins Glen once, and then you'll understand.
Please do. Actually, please do. I love watching the videos. I love watching the film. That's actually how I learned, but to be honest with you.
No, actually, Niner Dan actually took a video of me in person driving the wheel, and then you'll understand how I drive every single track.
Dude, you don't have any idea how much I've been wanting to try to take training towards a course with you. Try to learn how the hell you do it.
As 38's looking to the inside of Billy.
Yep.
He's going to clear ahead of Billy. Get the lead back.
And Billy's signaling on pit, guys. I think Billy's coming down pit road now.
Billy Holcomb peels down to the bottom. He's going to let these leaders go by. And the 37 will come in early for his service. Really hot. And these 3 have gapped themselves a bit from Johnny and Nomad, who are still nose to tail for what is now 4th place. as we ride on board with the number 8. We'll get a shot of
Billy coming out of pit road.
34
Yep,
laps remaining in this race. Flash has about 3 laps of fuel in the tank left. Yeah, he's going to go to the outside. Opens up the door for Johnny. Down low. Scoots up high. Not cutting him any slack there, as his car got really tight in the center. They remain side by side down the straightaway. Now Johnny's gonna finish the deed and get the spot.
Johnny Boy's gonna make the clear here. Here comes Johnny Boy making his
1-9 stepped out, got loose. So yeah, the 16 and the 8 are on pit road now. Top 3 remain on track. Yeah, they should be.
I believe they're all going to be, all 3 of them should be coming in right here.
Flash definitely will be.
Yeah, they'll definitely be coming in together.
All right,
to
ladies
answer your
and gentlemen.
question, Favre, yes, absolutely, because I want to learn from the best, and there ain't nobody better to learn from than the 3-time defending and reigning FRR champion. So any film that you want to send me,
how
you send
close
me.
can you get?
Oh!
He came in
They
red
actually
hot.
made contact.
That was close.
Second nature. Second nature.
They both made it in, I'm pretty sure, but
Flash definitely kept it below the tack, but 51,
I don't think I've
it's gonna
seen
be really
Flash
close.
get a penalty. And then all those times, I don't think I've ever even seen Flash get a penalty. Maybe once,
I
and that was
remember.
not even a fault of his own.
I remember he got one at Dover. And that was
Did
a
he?
while ago.
Yeah, 'cause
he
is
might have had
so
another one
good.
at Atlanta as well, but those are the only 2 that come to mind. He
yeah,
did.
51 had a great entry.
What an entry for Elvin Priest. Now let's see if he can be able to capitalize on it. He will come out ahead of the 38 of Flash. And these 2 are going to have a big gap over the 12 of 1-9. Now we got both of these 2 cars, the 51 and the 38, 2 of the fastest cars on track. In complete isolation, we'll see how these 2, we already saw what the 38 was like, up front in clean air with no drafting help. He looks like he's already got a whiff of that draft, so
Yeah,
he
he's
should be
already
there in
reeling
no
him in.
time.
Yep, he's there already now, coming in at 3 and 4. He's going to be there in just a second, but he's reeling him in quick.
Elvin, that was a hard charge into the center of the turn,
Got real tight.
and it bit back at him. He had to catch the car to keep it off the wall, but it cost him some time. His Flash is already there.
That's the real issue or problem with that 38 car, because I've been in the position where Elvin is, quite a few times now, and like Shady said, 38, it's just sitting there riding. It's just another race. It ain't no championship race. It's just another race.
Now,
Meanwhile, the car in front.
Billy Holcomb, I should point out, because he pitted early, he is cycled to the lead.
And I was just about to ask that. I was wondering to ask that, because as the 37 came around, when these guys came out, I knew he got the lap back, so that had to put the 37 to the point.
It was
I
like
believe 3.
3 or 4. He
Two-
came in
two
pretty
or
early.
3. I think it was that the magic number is 3 on that one.
They're already
They
there.
are there now. They are there now with about 3 laps fresher tires than Billy does, so. There he goes.
It's going to stay high for the 51 and the 38.
Well, Billy gets into the wall just a little bit, coming off a 4. Definitely lost more momentum than he wanted to, but I think he should be okay getting onto this draft, latching on behind Flash.
Parley, I think you hit it right on the head with 9mm. Now that they're together, he's got to hope for a caution here. He's got an amazing car, but just with the draft, I don't know if he's going to be able to catch him, especially with Billy up there.
Yeah, you got that third car with Billy in that draft. That's, yeah. 9's got to pray for a caution here.
It ain't over till it's over, though.
No.
Flash looking around, finding a way around Elvin. Gonna put his car where Elvin's isn't. He was about half a lane higher through 3 and 4.
I think Flash is honestly just riding and saving the fuel. I mean, seriously, if you're the 51,
that's exactly what he's doing.
If you're the 51, you're burning the more fuel than the 38, and the 38 knows it and he loves it. He said, "You want to ride that lead? You go right ahead."
Flash, I appreciate you keeping it close for the sake of the broadcast, but you're not fooling me. Come on now.
Oh.
I've broadcasted too many FRR races. I know you guys too well. But I love the strategy, man. One of these days I'll be able to put this kind of strategy together. Watching it, one of these days I'll be able to put it together. But watching these guys put this thing together, and the strategy that's being used on both sides, on all 3 sides, Elvin, Flash, and Billy, the strategy of all 3 of them, I love it. It's just fascinating to me. How it's all going to play out is really going to be cool.
Oh, appreciate you, man. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't tell people to go and watch my streams, but it's cool to.
Oh! Get
Flash,
that back,
hang
Flash.
on to it.
Come on. There you go.
Now we're making things exciting.
He was just he did that on purpose. He's making Elvin think a little bit, like, oh
No,
my,
he
am I
didn't. No, he didn't. He almost shit his pants on that one.
Oh,
And there he goes. Gonna set him up
he said,
inside.
now he said, "Now I had enough of this. Enough of this hanky
This
panky.
is for the
I'm
lead
taking
and
this."
possibly for the championship. To the lead goes Flash.
he's not clear.
Not cleared the 51. He's still there on the outside. Billy Holcomb's gonna stay with him. Elvin greatly appreciated that 37. Keeping him even with the 38, but this time by.
Got it now. Got it now.
You can kiss him goodbye. Flash back to the lead.
Well, anyway, I'll close it, Parley, but I appreciate you. It's always cool to hear that people watch my streams and whatnot to see what they need to do. So that's awesome. Appreciate you, buddy. Mm-hmm. Oh, I appreciate you, buddy. That's awesome.
Favre, you'd be very surprised how many people actually dissect your film. I mean, at the number of wins that you have, the number of championships that you have, you almost kind of be kind of dumb not to try to study how you do it and what you do. I do it all the time. After every FRR race throughout the week, I literally dissect it frame by frame, line by line to see if what I can pick up. That's why any kind of questions I ask, you'd be surprised, man. You teach a lot of people by not even doing anything.
Well, you know where I learned a lot of my stuff?
Do tell.
That 38 car.
Uh-huh. I would have thought the opposite.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
8 car nomad on the pit road.
I strive to be the 38 car. To want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So.
But you beat the three times running now.
Hey, he beat me 3 times before that, so.
Oh, okay. Noted.
So Billy Holcomb sticking to his guns, pitted early the last stop, pitting early this time.
It's money-making time, boys.
It got him out ahead the last stop. And with less than 20 to go, we'll see where he comes out as these two have an island to themselves.
I think that 37 just might be playing this perfect, boys. If he didn't get a penalty, that short pit really worked out for him. If he times it right, this could really work out for him. Here he comes out of his pits now.
So this is exactly what I was talking about in stage 1 or stage 2. This is the exact spot that I was talking about. 51 of Alvin. I think if it were me personally, would try to get around. Oh,
the leaders
mind.
took notice.
They
took notice of what Billy did. Alvin comes in red hot.
Oh, he came in hot. He came. I don't know if he. I'm gonna have to watch this one. I'm gonna be counting on this one. I don't know if Elvin got underneath of it. Do you think?
It's money-making time.
Now is not the time to lay back. It's time to go for it all. And Elvin went for it. 19mm also came in this time by.
He went for it, but Flash is a master of it.
So man, this is going to be stupid close. Flash has got a really good pit stop.
Here comes Flash out.
He's out!
Side by side.
As they go through each other, but regardless of that, Showtime Flash still comes out ahead.
And here comes Billy off around turn 2.
Billy Holcomb up to speed.
About to get interesting, guys.
On.
They might actually come out ahead of Billy.
Yeah, they did, but he's going to be right there on the draft, so you're going to have these top 3. How many laps left we got? You can see?
We'll find out here in 2 seconds. 13.
That was less time this time by.
All right, so that was the last pit stop. That was the money-making pit stop right here. So you got the top 3, 2 in for the championship.
And have Billy Holcomb be our camera car for these closing laps. As everyone else is running their own race, these guys are on their own island.
How much you want to bet the heart of that heart of that 51 car? His heart is practically beating out of his chest right now.
I can tell you right now, though, Shady, Flash is not cool as a cucumber anymore.
No. After he got that thing wiggled, he got his game face right on real quick, and he took. You could see him kick it into gear. You could see that. You could almost see it. He got into game time mode.
Yep.
But my question is Billy pitted what, 2 laps before these guys, or 3? Was it about 2 or 3?
2.
Does 2 or 3 laps make that much of a difference where those 2 guys are just peeling away from him right now?
Yes, 100%.
The thing is though, he pitted like at a much sooner deficit on the first stop, and he was still able to keep up. These guys pitted much earlier So it wasn't that much of a lap difference, and he's completely lost touch.
And I think it's only 2 laps. I think it was literally only 2 laps this time around. But you can see, I mean, they have just separated themselves. I'm gonna have to remember that this Tuesday. I got a race here on Tuesday night. I'm gonna have to make a note of that.
Elvin peeking to
Elvin
the
seeing a hole.
outside.
He's barging through the door. Open up. I want to go through.
Oh, he's sticking to that outside.
He's sticking to the outside.
He wants that
Dumping
outside.
that dirty air on his right rear corner panel. He's in the wall. He's
That
in the
just
wall.
did it.
No.
That just did it. Goodbye. Game over. Good night, Irene. That's exactly what Flash needed. Now, unless that Flash makes a mistake, kiss him goodbye, gentlemen.
Welcome to my world, Elvin Priest.
That was all it took.
Hey, it's not over yet, boys. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, it is.
Elvin heard the saying.
Yeah, it is.
He took the term balls to the wall to a whole new level. You're not supposed to be on the wall.
Flash is not making any mistakes here. Well, we got 10 to go, 9 to go,
coming to 6 to go.
6 to go. Yeah, the game over. Flash is too good.
Now
Flash
the last
is too good of a
time, if the last time this league has raced at Homestead is any indication, who knows, maybe the trend's set, because last time we raced here, we had a pretty much a clean race up until like 6 to go. Cyogenic was the leader of that race, and I think it was either me or Hamlin Nation were going at it for second, completely out of the picture, and then there was a wreck at the back, and once that caution came out, we were back in the fight. But I think we're starting to get to less than 5, so
Yeah, that's not happening.
It's
5 to
already
go
too
right
late.
now.
Yeah, with 7 drivers on the track, no cautions at all.
so
this
much
race.
for the trends.
No. Flash has
'Cause-
got too good of a car, and he's too good of a driver. Break out the trophy, gentlemen. Break out the trophy and champagne. It's party time. It's showtime. Yeah. Especially all season, man. He's had shots all season to win, and it's always been just either one mistake, even if it wasn't somebody else's mistake, and just got caught up in it. He's just not been able to seal the deal for whatever reason.
I believe 3. Yeah, he's trying, man. He's sending it.
He might be too far too late. This Flash, all he has
good.
to do is just keep running his race. 3 to go. This could be a podium finish for Billy Holcomb. He's got a huge gap over 19mm. So, be looking forward to talk to him.
Absolutely. And it's great to see. It's going to be great momentum for him going down as we continue on.
2 to go, boys.
Game over.
All right, Timmy. It's all you, buddy.
What a year it has been here in the Phantom Racing League. 19 weeks, 19 other races, and it all comes down to this. Showtime Flash had put on a masterclass all season long, captured 5 checkered flags throughout the entire year, starting up at week 2 at Auto Club and down to last week with a clutch win at Phoenix to get him to where he is now. And this will be win number 6 to secure himself the championship here in the Phantom Racing League. Showtime Flash 9 is your Season 1 Phantom Racing League champion.
Flash, congratulations, buddy. I would just like to quick congratulate you on the one and only championship you will be getting this season. Just had, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. But no, man, I don't get the chance to sit back and watch you race quite often. Normally, I'm having to battle you. So, you put a lot of work into this season, and happy to see you do it and come out on top, man. You deserve it, dude. You know why? Because it's showtime.
Enough said right there.
And we finally give these Gen 6 cars a send-off, as everyone else has already moved on to the next gens. We felt like it was only fair to keep it on these cars throughout the rest of the year. It would have just felt a little weird having to switch mid-season. But yeah, Showtime Flash also getting the fastest lap, 31.272. Well, gentlemen, glad to have you all here. And same with you, Parley, even though I would have liked it under better circumstances.
And our good buddy Typical comes on the chat and says, did somebody say showtime?
Showtime. What's up? Alright, so we got a couple of our guys here. Should we go ahead and start, or who should we start with?
I'll leave that up to you, Timmy.
Alright, well,
I'll just do something real quick. I'll just do something real quick.
Okay.
I know it's coming.
It's showtime!
Let's go! Let's go, boy! Congrats, buddy.
You know what?
Really,
And just
really
for
awesome
that,
to see you win that.
just for that, let's go ahead and start it off with the champion. And you know what, Favre? I'm gonna let you handle this one.
Dude, you're the best. Flash, man, I knew what you had coming into this race. I know what you have every single race. It's always, I know the speed that you have. So to be able to sit back and watch you do your thing against other people, I mean, it's impressive. And all I kept thinking the entire time was, okay, if I was in this position, what would I be doing, or what would I be thinking, and what position would I be putting myself in if I was, racing against you? But literally, it's the exact same thing that happens to me every single weekend. You are legit perfect at what you do. Your racecraft is amazing, and when it comes down to money-making time, you are the freaking man. So, congratulations. Can you just bring us through a little bit of your race, what your thoughts were, stage 1 and stage 2, if you were just, sitting back and riding, seeing what the other final 3 competitors had, and when did you decide to really kick it into final gear?
Yeah, I appreciate it, buddy. I heard you talking shit in the during the race, so don't try to hide
We
any
did
of
hear
that.
you.
And Shady, I know you really like Favre, but he's only won one championship. I cannot hear
Stop.
you say 3 one more time and him
Hey,
just go along with it.
Hey, 3-time regular season championship. Hey, this ain't about
How many
me.
trophies is that?
Hey, this ain't about him.
This ain't about me. This ain't about
This
me.
is
So why are we
your
talking
night.
about me?
saying.
Yes.
I'm
Why are we
just saying,
talking
I'm
about
just
me?
saying. I mean, it was really clean race, smaller field, so really wasn't expecting any cautions. Just kind of first 2 stages are pretty straightforward. You know, you just half them basically, unless you save, any gas. So just kind of riding around for the most part. I think all of us were, and just trying to be clean and whatnot. But yeah, last stage I was trying to go off of the Valor race, and I remember Chase and I got into a position where we could take 2 tires, and I forgot that we had a caution like real early in that race to make that happen. So it was just trying to get in position, trying to decide when to make that last pit stop, and 51 was mirroring about every move that I made tonight. So I was just, trying to be solid, getting on off pit road, and hopefully we had a good pit stop. And first stop in the 3rd stage, we had 16-4, lost the lead, was able to hang with them, and then was able to get a 15-3 on the last one, which, the perfect time to have a good pit stop. So, and it was this normal draft, man. It was you go to like Michigan and any of these other bigger tracks, it's freaking stressful. I knew I wasn't going to be able to shake him, and really was not expecting him to slide up into the wall there, but I just needed enough space to break the draft, and the car was, amazing. So just kind of drove my butt off from there. I was hoping the laps would go a little bit faster, but we eventually got here, and it feels really good.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. And we were talking in stage 2 when you did get out in front, and it was 9mm and Elvin linked up trying to run you back down, and seeing that they couldn't do it, I kind of knew right then and there that you had a pretty good shot at winning. Do have to give a quick shout out to Elvin Priest. I mean, his pit entrances tonight were on point. He had an amazing race, but when it comes time, it's showtime, and you are the man. So congratulations on your championship, number 5,245. But congrats, buddy, and I'll be seeing you this Sunday.
Yeah, man. This was actually the first championship I've been able to close out racing at Homestead. So I think I'm 1 for 5. So that feels really good too. I've always liked the Homestead. I always had a good car here. Just, I've lost 2 of them by literal thousandths of a second. So, I mean, yeah, I want to shout out Elvin too. He put together this league, and we don't have 25, 30 guys, but we have a committed core group that was able to finish the season. And we had Black Cross. He didn't make it for whatever reason, but Elvin and 1-9 and Parley, they were very deserving to be Final Four participants. And I feel bad for Parley, man. He lagged out once. We were able to go back and get him, and a dude, I didn't know him before the season started. He's had a lot of speed everywhere, and it sucks they wasn't able to finish it. But yeah, man, I started Heat 5, and I was running the 38 car, and I quickly had to ditch it because other leagues and all that stuff. But taking John Hunter Nemechek back in his good days. Now he's an evil Toyota driver, but but Timmy, I appreciate you doing the the broadcast every week, and Shady for hopping in with. I was trying to listen during the race, and it sounded really good, so I can't wait to go back again. But yeah, just thanks to all the guys helping with the league, guys who participated, and yeah, looking forward to next season.
Real quick, man, I just wanted to jump in real quick and say, man, that you mentioned last summer at Valor, and coming into this race, I made my pick, and I told these guys up here that Flash is going to win this race. Flash is going to take home this championship. Watching you race that race last summer at Valor, and seeing how well you did, I knew you were going to come in here and you were going to have a fast car, and you were going to have a shot to win. What does this do for you? And I'm going to promise you here, Flash, come Sunday night when I'm back in the booth at FRR, I'm going to be tooting this championship for you. You earned this. You got it. Congratulations. What does this do for you in trying to bring this guy down up here in FRR? What does this do for you?
Well, it ain't gonna happen this Sunday, I can tell you that. It's you see a road course in front of me, I'll try to get it in top 5, but that's about as far as we're gonna get. But yeah, just trying to be solid this weekend. I love the Roval road courses. I just never been able to ascend to the level of a Scotty B or Favre or typical there. So yeah, leading the points over there right now. After the Roval, we go back to Vegas and Homestead, which are good tracks, and I'm going to be out of town for Martinsville, but I'll be able to do the controller thing, so hopefully I can be in a position I can just, gain the points necessary to lock into Phoenix and go to work from there. I anticipate Phoenix is going to be a lot like the Richmond race that we had. It's going to be real sweaty. No one's going to be able to pull away, or it's going to be hard to pass, anything like that. So I have not run the new cars at Phoenix yet, so that's I'm going to have to do some research or something. But yeah, I take a lot of pride in this one for sure. We had Mike RPM in here earlier in the season, was able to get some wins battling with him, and Chase was in here for a while, and Billy was in here for a couple races. So and even Favre made a start in Gateway. So we've had some really good talent either stay in this league throughout the season or pop in for a race or two. So I value this one a lot. And
you earned it, and congratulations, man. Awesome to watch, awesome to see. You already know I'm a big fan, my friend. Good job.
I appreciate it, Shady.
Timmy.
All right, that is our champion, Showtime Flash, closing out with getting the championship. Congratulations once again. And I got a long waiting list of guys to talk to. I'm going to take this one here. I'm going to talk to Elvin Priest because I'm really wanting to hear from him. Do you got a copy, Elvin?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you were in the catbird seat that final stretch. You were keeping up with Flash, trying to do everything you could. Whether it was on the track or heading on the pit road, you gave it your all. And unfortunately, that wall kind of reached out and bit you there. And that kind of took you out of it. And just walk me through your emotions and just how do you assess this season overall?
Season was great. I really thought I had a good chance at winning this, and I even made a paper. I'm not gonna lie, of my strategy and everything, but I'm not gonna lie, this paper didn't mean shit, bro. So fuck that paper.
Tell us how you really feel.
Bro
For real,
notes.
I really ran a 50%er. I've been working since Saturday on this motherfucker, and fucking, I gotta thank 1-9 for practicing with me. I tried keeping this shit hush hush. Everything was all great till fucking turns 3 and 4 come out of fucking nowhere and bite you in the ass.
And this stream
Hated.
is over 18 plus. Go ahead, Ryan.
Ah, shit.
Oh, I'm mad. Like, I want to make excuses. Like, honestly, I want to say it's your fault, Favre, but I can't do that. But, yeah,
Love
like,
you
I
too,
literally,
bud.
It's not like we had a swear cap anyway, so fuck it.
nah, but like, friggin', yo, I was practicing since Saturday, right? My season was great. I loved my season. The only thing I didn't like about it was that fucking wall. Other than that, thing's great. And friggin',
Are you
like,
gonna write a diss track on that wall?
no, I'm gonna take it off the track. So if I do go too fast, I'm going off the track fully. I don't even need a wall.
That sounds worse, actually.
No,
Yeah, that-
no, because
'Cause
then I
you're
won't
just
be
gonna end up in
alive
a
to see
ditch.
what happens. No, then I won't be alive to see what happens next. Cause that hurt, man. Like, I was
Oh,
like, yo,
God.
Flash, like, honestly, I was trying to get in his head. He was calling me a turkey all raised. What am I supposed to do with that?
Wait a minute. You're trying to get into Flash's head?
Damn straight I was.
Yeah, good
come
luck with
Hold
that.
on,
You
hold on,
shouldn't
hold
have
on,
tried
hold
that.
on. You
I've
call-
tried that and failed.
That's not gonna work. I could. Oh man.
I
Come
turned my
on.
volume down too, so. He got in the wall. I took my headset off.
Alright. Yeah, alright, so, for real. I mean, I made you guys laugh. It made me smile once. But, you know, season was great. I loved it. I'm so happy that I was able to get all the guys together. I'm happy what Phantom became, and I'm happy I finished this season. I mean, even though there was only 10 guys at the end, those were the best 10 guys that you'd probably see on a track to even have 10 guys. I just love this group. You know, I wouldn't replace it for none. I wouldn't trade them or nothing. You know, even people coming in next season, I wouldn't, you know, well, we gotta see how their personality is, but I pretty much know everybody. But, you know, I wouldn't, I'm not taking it for granted. I'm thankful for every single driver that I got in this damn league. And, I think that's it. Like, I'm destroyed. It's
Is
my
there
fault.
anyone or anything you want to shout out, or you want to save it to the end?
I'll tell you what. We're saving it to the end.
Alright. Alright, well that is Elvin, our second place finisher. Next up, what else we got in here? He is not, so I'm gonna toss it to 19mm, and I'm gonna let Shady handle that one.
19, my man. What's going on, 19? How you doing tonight, my man?
Oh, freaking awesome. Had a blast.
I tell you what, man. Coming out of the gate in stage 1, and then even in there in stage 2, you really look like you had a car to beat in that 22 car, man. You really did. You had that thing hooked up. It kind of walked me through that stage 3 and your race overall in general, because you really had a car, and I mentioned it to these guys. I love seeing you up there front, and seeing you so aggressive and smelling that victory, smelling that trophy, and trying to grab that bull by the horns and taking it, man. I loved watching it. I love seeing it. Even though it ended up, you had an awesome race. Car to beat, man. I mean, just kind of walk me through how things went throughout the entire race for you.
You bet. Yeah, started off, I knew it was quick. I knew my car was quick. Was just, playing the fuel game in the first stage and the second stage, just kind of hanging there. Coming into stage 3, we got so close on these pit stops with Elvin and Flash and Holcomb. I was getting nervous, honestly. I was like, man, I don't want to be that guy. So I could really get in there deep and get it down to the 45. But that first stop, they split, and I said, okay, I'm going to aim for the middle. And then and I can't remember who came up. I think Elvin moved up a little bit, and I just jammed the brakes, and I just didn't want to hit him. And so that's that. And they pulled out to a 1 second lead, and they're drafting, and that was it. But other than that, I had a fun race. I really did. Sorry for Parley. I was looking forward to working with him. After last week, we had fun. And sorry he lagged out. But I just want to say everybody in here I've enjoyed running with. A lot of respect to every guy here. And other leagues I've been in, I mean, same thing. But these guys here, there isn't a lot of that crazy stuff going on, which I like. Somebody messes up, you let them by. get it back when you can with a fast car. But I had one of the fastest cars here, I think. I think I was competitive. I kept seeing Flash have a little bit of a hooker out of 4, and I was like, I might have a little bit for him then, but he fixed his hooker, and I knew that was that. So, but
Hey, you've had a fast car all season, man. Kind of give me your rundown on your season in general here. The season 1 at Phantom, your first season here at Phantom. Give me your rundown and overall on your whole season and how excited and how pleased you were. Any disappointments, any frustrations? Give me your overall grade or your overall feeling of the whole season in general.
sure. Performance, about a C for me. The league itself and everybody in here, definitely a B, A minus. The way everybody drives, everybody's figuring it out. I came out a little cautious coming into this league, and then I feel the latter 4 races is when I said, screw it, I'm pushing it. And I really thought at Phoenix, once again, I mentioned Flash, that I thought I had him in stage 2. I thought there's no way he's going to get me in stage 2, and how he made it to that line in front of me is beyond me. After he ran 7 laps full tilt, I think, up there and saved enough. But I knew that's the game with a lot of these guys. They know their stuff. They know what they're doing. And it's not just the top 2 that know what they're doing. It's pretty much everybody in here knows that strategy of when to pit and not to pit. So I've learned a lot in here this year, and I'm really looking forward to next year. But Elvin has me part of this, and I appreciate the invite, Elvin. You got a great league. And Timmy, I enjoy listening to you announce. I listen every week. You crack me up half the time. Good stuff. And same with you, Shady. Look forward to. I enjoy talking to you guys and miss racing some of these guys. I hear Favre's in the booth. Wish he was out here on the track.
Dude, 9 mil, quick. I hope you're back next season in the other league. I miss racing against you, man, and I was ecstatic to see how well you were doing tonight. And you're not really an aggressive driver, and to see you be aggressive with it tonight because you knew you had a rocket, it made me smile. Like, that was awesome, dude.
Yeah, thanks.
It was awesome to watch, man. I can't wait to see you this Sunday night. I'll be back up in the booth on Sunday night, and I'll be cheering you on every Sunday and many races to come on both nights, my friend. Good job.
Thank you. Smile, Elvin. You put a good product together here, Elvin.
I agree. 19 said it himself. Appreciate having him in the booth. Had a good run tonight. Had a really fast car. I really enjoyed watching him all season long. So appreciate that. And that's 19. All right, who's next? I guess we can talk to Cyogenic. See, apparently he's in here. You got a copy? Cyogenic, do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
What's up, man? Seems like your race didn't go as planned. What happened?
I don't even know. I kind of like leap or something during the caution, and then I don't know. I didn't pit, so.
Wait, so you really put yourself over me?
Yeah, it's just a bad race. That was just a bad race for me. It was just a bad race. I'm like in an argument with my girlfriend right now on FaceTime, and she making a face, cause I just muted for this interview.
I got you.
So
That's hilarious.
I had a good couple races, but I got like 15 more seconds until I got to unmute.
Right.
So I had a good couple wins. This is a great league. Support Elvin, and yeah, I wish the best for everyone in here. Have fun racing, everybody.
Right.
Great guys, fun group, great commentator, everything. Peace out, guys.
Alright. Appreciate having you. And, crap, I got out on the wrong car, but I might as well get one final statement. And Cyogenic, I was really excited when he came back because he's one of the few guys that's part of the OG Phantom Squad from back in 21, back when Elvin started it out. He had uh, guys like Nomad, Hamination, even I was racing in it for a little bit, and I've seen firsthand how fast Cyogenic was when we raced here at Homestead last season. I couldn't keep up with them at all, so when I saw that he was coming back about midway through the year, I got really excited, and it was only a matter of time when he started winning, and once he did, he started ripping them off one by one, so he definitely made things very exciting. So we're glad to have him back, and maybe we'll see him again in the future. I guess we can talk to good buddy mine, MFF Nomad. Haven't really been able to have him in the booth up until now. Nomad, you got a copy?
That I do.
Man, you look like you had a rocket ship early on in this race.
That car fired off pretty quick. First 10 or so laps, I could really keep up. Just kept building tighter and tighter. Tried to work with loosening it up a little bit, at least to hold at least the end of the run. But couldn't quite get it to where I wanted to. It was either one way or the other. There was no happy medium.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like that car was struggling with traction towards the end of the long runs. But yeah, just what did you like about this league? What stands out through the season that you've had? What's like your biggest takeaway, and maybe what do you feel like is your favorite moment throughout the year? And I actually got one to bring up, and I never got to ask you about it. And it goes all the way back to Daytona for the first race. And you and Ed had a literal tie for 6th place, and it gave it to you. Like, I didn't think it could get that close. Like, you couldn't even tell, and the scoring couldn't tell. It gave it a tie. Just walk me through that.
That one was pretty wild. Ed had, if I remember correctly, Ed had a run down the back straightaway, and I kind of left the inside open to kind of bait him to go low where I was just gonna expect it, and I could sort of block it. Well, he got there, and he got there a little quicker than I expected. So going into 3 and 4, I kind of rode on his quarter panel. Didn't hit him, but rode close enough to make him either lift a little bit or something, and it dragged him back. So I kind of built up a little bit of momentum and just kept pedaling and pedaling and pedaling. Obviously, hammer down right to the finish line. I mean, that was pretty cool. I haven't had a finish that close in, gosh, ever.
Yeah, it was definitely wild. I'm gonna tie back to my last question about how would you recap your season, and what's like your biggest takeaway?
During the season, more or less, I'm as much as I love to win these races or be involved in racing up front. I'm in it for fun. I absolutely love racing every one of these guys. Got to thank Elvin for recruiting me many years ago now. Racing with you, Steel, now 1-9, Flash. I mean, learning everything I can in what short time I have to be able to practice for these races and whatnot, and just following guys that I know are better than me. Trying to learn what they do and just get better with it as I go.
There you go. That's MFF Nomad.
But
Just gotta.
Congratulations to Flash on the championship. Elvin 1-9. Congratulations on being in championship 4. You guys deserved it.
Thanks, bud.
Thanks, bro. And looking forward to next year.
Get back here. Come on.
I
No, so
turned into a robot for a second.
I just wanted to say thank you very much to Alvin and Timmy for one letting me come up here and broadcast a couple races for you guys, and Alvin for letting me do my one-off race, which I very much wanted to do because I knew the kind of league you had and wanted to be a part of that. And even if I couldn't race full time, like you allowed me to get in there for one race. So that really meant a lot to me. It's awesome to see the kind of league that you've built. You know, I was a part of the original Phantom a couple of years back, and to see how it has grown and matured is amazing. So I just wanted to say thank you for letting me be a part of Phantom this season, even if it wasn't as a full-time driver. Thank you for everything. And congrats again to Showtime Flash 9, 19mm, and Harley. And I will maybe see you guys next season as maybe another part-time broadcaster, possibly. But thank you again.
Yes,
Hey,
and I gotta follow right behind him, and I want to say thank you to Elvin, Timmy, having me up here in the booth on a part-time basis this year. Can't wait and looking forward to season 2. Want to thank all you guys and drivers out there putting on one heck of a show week after week after week. Big fan of everybody. Showtime Flash, you just left. I want to say congratulations to you that you just left and winning that championship. Thank you guys all. Thank you, Elvin, again for everything and putting on this league. You have a premier league here, and I'm looking forward to season 2 and being in the booth full time for all you guys. Thank you guys for having me. Congratulations to all you guys. I'll see you guys in season 2.
Sounds
It's
good.
been a blast having you guys in the booth with me, give me a helping hand. And I'm very excited to have Shady take over the honors for me next season. And I'm certain that this broadcast will be in good hands next season. It's been, ow, stop. Sorry, I let my cats are in the room right now. My producers, yeah, they're the ones pulling the strings for the show, and now they're saying it's time to go off the air, and I say no, it's not. I still got some time left. Hey.
So Alvin, I just need
Asshole.
one thing from you, and then I'll leave. I know. Oh. Bro, I gotta wake up at 4:45.
Oof. The fart.
Okay.
Was that Flash's excited voice? I just can't tell. He's always the same.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just want to make sure.
Yes. But Alvin, welcome to my world every flipping Sunday.
We'll see about that. I forgot what I was saying. I was in the middle of saying something and I got distracted. Oh yeah, I was saying having Shady's going to be in the booth full time next season. This booth will be in good hands. I just thought it was time for someone else to hand it over. I mean, this was literally my first time doing live commentary for any sort of race. Like literally preseason, we only ran 2 preseason races. That was literally my first time in the booth. I had no idea what I was in for. And I don't know if you guys even did either, haven't let me in there. Cause the only reason I got the gig, cause they couldn't find anybody else. I'm like, I'll be the fall guy. I'll be the one that'll do it in case you can't find anybody else. Lo and behold, here I am. And apparently people seem to like it, which I appreciate.
Dude, you've literally turned yourself. That's crazy. I didn't know that you didn't broadcast before the season, but you literally turned yourself into a top 3 broadcaster on this game. Like, you are very, very good at what you do, and with all the effort that you put in and all the time that you put in, like, it's I look forward to going back and rewatching the races, not only for the racing, but just how you broadcast, and you know what you're doing. And I mean, you did an amazing job this season.
And funny enough, another reason why I did the broadcasting thing is because, well, Elvin wanted me to race, and I said I was retired. I said I wasn't league racing anymore, and at the time I was. And this year I've been getting back into league racing. I've been in like 3 leagues simultaneously, and I got a race next week. Uh, I've been doing the Ruthless Pro-Am thing on Tuesdays, while I've been doing this on Thursdays. I got a race tomorrow. That'll be at Pocono in the ACS series. I'm looking forward to that.
And Timmy, you got to be racing on Sunday next season, right?
I know you really want me to.
God, please.
I don't consider myself full time in any of these leagues that I'm in, so I don't know if I could even do it.
Well, we'll cross that
one
bridge.
more, yeah. Timmy, one thing real quick.
Just
when I
point
get
out.
mad,
Wait, hold on. Go ahead.
Timmy, when I get mad, Timmy, that one video clip of you when I went under the 2-car in pit road, I laugh my ass off every time I watch that thing and hear you. It's hilarious, man. So you're my therapy when I get mad at this game or somebody. So. If anybody hasn't seen that, which I'm sure y'all have, that's funny.
And if you haven't seen it, check the shorts tab. It's right there.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I've kind of been getting back into racing a little bit. I don't think I'm fully done. Like Favre said, I would be open to make a guest appearance or two. I'd even consider running a race or two. Just tell me when the road course races are. I'll run those.
Tell me when you guys run Sonoma and
Please.
Timmy's allowed to race and I'm there.
Yeah, he needs to know. He needs to know. But I think that's anyone I'm forgetting? Are we about ready to wrap it up, or? All right, you wrap it up.
That was bad. That was bad. That was bad.
Out. Get out. No. I'm muting your mic. All right, fine. Go ahead. The game's trying to get you to stop. Got it. I'm leaving this in.
Alright. Well, you didn't hear any of it because my thing wasn't on, so... Alright.
Wait, so it...
So... It didn't kept that.
Oh.
I just turned it on.
Well, we gotta start over now.
No, we don't. Alright.
Yeah, you do.
So, you guys better do? You better slam that damn subscribe button. You wanna know why? Because I'll throw Favre at you, that's why.
Okay.
But that's besides the point. Ring that damn bell. If you don't ring that damn bell, I'm throwing a hot wing in your soup. I'm not even playing. And then I'm sending 1-9 to your. Wait, can't say that.
No.
No, that was good.
All right, cut it off. Cut it off.
No. Spider-Man.
Hit that subscribe button, man.
Oh, God.
That's all you gotta do. Alright, we're good.
Do it and nothing else will happen. Trust me. It costs nothing and nothing will happen if you didn't. It's okay. We understand.
Maybe.
My lawyers have advised me that Oh man.
Enjoyed it, Elvin. Thanks, bud.
No problem.
Any final shout outs for anyone that's still in the party?
You got like 3 more things to say, so you gotta thank the sponsors. And then I gotta thank you for broadcasting this whole entire season. You did an awesome job. You put in more work than you were supposed to. So you put more weight on your shoulders than anyone
Yeah.
asked you to. So I
Yeah,
thank you
I
for
did that
doing
to
that.
myself, didn't I?
Yep, you checked yourself before you wrecked yourself. Ice Cube. But
Ooh.
my cat's on my strategy paper. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'd just like to thank you, man. This wouldn't be possible without you. The website wouldn't be possible without you. And honestly, if I was in charge of points, dude, I'd be annoyed. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. That reminds me. Because we put 1-9 in the final four now, that's gonna... I'd have to rework that now, so...
Yeah. It didn't go planned, but I heard what happened to Black Cross. He had to deal with some personal stuff. He's very pissed off that he couldn't make the race.
You know, that'll be one of my shout-outs. Since he couldn't make it. In case he does watch this somehow, I want to give a shout-out to Black Cross, man. It's a very unfortunate that he wasn't able to make this race tonight, because he's been able to make almost all of the races. He's been one of the few drivers in this league that's had a near-perfect attendance since the season started. And he's been up in the top 5 almost every single race, got a couple of wins. He's been fun to watch. He would have been fun to watch today if he was here, and it sucks that he wasn't, but life comes first. Everyone knows that, we all understand that, but just want to shout out to him, and if he comes back next season, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah,
He will be coming back next season.
that will be my shout out. One of my shout outs. Shout out to Bobby Carter. This guy's not even real. I want to shout out Bobby Carter. Greatest NASCAR driver that ever lived.
Shout out to Dick Trickle.
Shout out to Dick Trickle.
Dick Trickle. Yes.
Scott Riggs.
He ain't no Dick Trickle.
Owner's gonna head out.
Alright. Shout out, since this is... I haven't really done this all season. I've kind of me, because I want it to be about the racing. I'm just there. Like, I don't really try to make it like, oh, look at me. No, but since this is it for me, I want to at least shout out my YouTube channel. If anyone wants to, like, know where the hell I am for some reason, you sick fuck. I have a YouTube channel, my personal YouTube channel, called Timmy Vision, which is TimiVision. I'm actually planning on streaming some of my iRacing stuff. They actually streamed a NIS race at Daytona a couple weeks ago and got a top 5 out of it. It was pretty exciting. But streaming on PC is a pain in the butt with OBS, so I gotta configure that a little bit better. If I can get that right, I'd stream more often. So if I do that, that's where you'll find me. I do iRacing stuff on there, and I'm trying to make the transition over to there, because I love racing on NASCAR Heat just because I know the people here. It's a lot of fun, but iRacing's where the real competition's at. So if anyone over there wants to make the... I mean, I get it's not for everyone. Not everyone can afford it.
It's coming to us because we can't afford it.
Exactly. It's coming to us in 2025. But if anyone wants to be on the real iRacing, you'll probably see me on the track over there. I'm running Iowa this week. Iowa's a fun track. Shout out to my producers. One of them made an appearance last week, interrupting the broadcast. Very rude, and here they are again. You want to say something? No? Cool. I feel like Ricky Bobby now. I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't know how to close this. Yeah. Yeah, make sure to subscribe. Season 2 starts soon. I don't know when. But it's... Is Elvin still here? Elvin, you still there? Son of a bitch. When is the next season starting? So I can let the viewers
He's burning his paper right now.
Ah.
Okay, good talk.
Cool. It'll start. It's up to you to find out when it starts. So, season 2, we're not done yet. We're just getting started. Phantom Racing League, we'll be back and better than ever. We will be switching to the next gen cars. We will be caught up with everybody else.
Yeah.
So that'll be it for me and all of us here at Phantom Racing League. Oh, and crap, I forgot about the sponsors. Shit. I didn't forget about you guys, I promise. Everything NASCAR came on board, I think, around New Hampshire or Pocono. Like, right before the playoffs started, he came on board. Has been a big supporter. I've been conversating with him through comments and on Discord, and also said I posted the promo earlier. I gotta call him out here. I posted the promo video, and I used a metal song for the instrumental, and he was like, "Why does it sound so out of sync with itself? It sounded like a kindergartner made this beat." I'm like, "Did you call a guitar riff a beat?" I'm like, "Oh God." But yeah, if anyone didn't know, a guitar riff is not a beat. I just had to put that out there. But yeah, shout out to him. He's been a huge supporter. Shout outs to also Firelinks Racing Network and the Super Squad, both on YouTube. You can check their channels out in the channel tab right here. And also MFF Motorsports and Chris's Auto and Towing. Those two have been on board pretty much since day one. Ed's got ties with the towing company over in South Carolina, so I want to shout them out. Shout out to everyone that's been in the booth throughout the season. Favre was here at Kansas, and he's been here tonight. Shady's been here throughout the season in Big Rig. He's been in the booth for a couple races, even filled in for me at Indianapolis. That was the one race that I wasn't able to make. Was hoping to get him here tonight. Seemed like he wasn't able to make it, but I want to shout him out. Their channels will also be linked there in case you want to go watch them. And you can find the website also on the page channel thing. There's a TikTok that I pretty much run, even though I don't use TikTok, so there's only like 3 posts. There's an Instagram that Steel runs, even though it's hasn't been used since last season, but it's linked there anyway. And also there's a Facebook page.
Holy crap, how long are you going?
Oh, so now you come back!
I literally just got back.
Elvin.
I got wings and stuff.
Oh, he's waiting to throw him in our
now
soup.
that you're here, let the viewers know when next season starts, because I don't know.
So, I don't have the exact date yet. Still working some things out.
Alright.
But I will say, like, what the guess is, and I've been telling everyone, late August. Not August, October.
Man, damn, that's a long ass wait. August.
I want to eat these wings. I'm sorry.
Alright. I'm gonna let you eat your damn wings, and I'm finally gonna close out the longest post-race show in the history of post-race shows. I'm ending it. Goodbye. We're done. Goodbye. Goodbye. Everyone say their final words. Goodbye. Closing.